Ladies and gentlemen, the legendary Mach-1. 1969 through, I don't know, the mid-70s, and then they hopped back on board, 03, 04, I think, and back in 2021, the Mach-1. Ladies and gentlemen, you won't find a more advanced, more customized Mach-1, I think, on the planet. It's original paint. It's been to Shelby, and it's been upgraded out the wazoo. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Celebrity Cars. We're located just off the strip. All the shiny lights are just down the street. You come here on vacation, you're looking for a new hot rod or classic or exotic, you can come on over and stop by, or if you just want to see them, come on over and check them out. We've got just about everything in here. Anyway, okay, so today you clicked on this 2021 Mach-1. It's not a stock Mach-1. I think you've already all figured that out. The brakes have been upgraded. It's got a Whipple supercharger in it. The interior is completely customized. Heated seats, cooled seats. The suspension's been done. This is basically, now, you know, take my 2 cents here. This has pretty much been upgraded pretty close to a GT500 in a Mach-1. I've searched the grand old interweb and found zilcho upgraded, customized Mach-1s. And this one happens to be in this hot yellow. I don't remember the exact name of the color, but it's absolutely beautiful. Got an extra wing on the back here, some track wing, got a 2-stage track front spoiler. And notice this, folks. You got the yellow, you got the black, and this cream stripe right here matches the cream in the seat. How cool is that? This car is very color coordinated. These seats, go to celebritycars.com to find out what kind of seats they are. All the things that have been done at Shelby to upgrade this Mach-1. It is really, really something. Now, what am I doing here? I'm not going to go over specs. I'm not going to go over quarter-mile times. I'm not going to go over how fast it goes and all that kind of stuff. You know, the main reason why is this car has never really been over 5,000 RPM from what I understand. The owner of this car is in his late 70s, and he's cherished this automobile like none other. And he's very proud of it, and it's time to let it go. He's going to create his new masterpiece and move on. But this car only has just a click or two over 1,400 miles on the odometer. Isn't it something? It really, really, really is. Check out this front spoiler. Oh, okay, back to what I'm doing here. I'm your living, breathing condition report here at Celebrity Cars, and I'm proud to say that this car barely has a blemish on it. There's a couple little itty-bitty spots that I'm going to point out. It's my job. It's what I do here at Celebrity Cars. And I want you to know where they all are. But folks, I need to emphasize how picky I'm being. And it's really not necessary, but if you're a big Mustang collector, you've always wanted to get your hands on a Mach-1, 2021 when they came back out with these suckers, and you were planning on upgrading it, here it is. If you're the yellow guy, the bright yellow, the fluorescent yellow car guy, then this is your automobile. I'm not trying to be a salesperson here, even though that's what we do here. I'm just saying that this is the ultimate machine. It's you know, 700 plus crazy horsepower. Mach-1s did not come with that. They didn't make an upgraded Mach-1. You had to do it yourself. So let's boil down into the nitty-gritty and where things need to be recognized for you, picky buyer, Mustang Club of America. I don't know what else to say. Right underneath here, obviously, we're going to have a couple small abrasions underneath this great big spoiler down here on the front. Now, they're underneath, okay? And they're very, very light. I can feel them. But the big difference here, point I want to make, is that there's all of this along here for the most part. Here there's a little bit of an abrasion here, but you can barely see it. This is really, out of 100, this is, a 98%, especially the surface of it with the part that you see. There's a small little mark right there that you can only see in a certain light. The entire rest of this lower grille here, the entire front, all this color in here is in perfect, impeccable shape. The shiny black in here is perfect on this upper grille. The fog lights, sorry, there's no fog lights in there. Just looked like it for a second. All of this is in super shiny shape. It should be. You know what I'm saying? Because this is 2021. It's not that old. It's only got 1,400 miles on it. But when you got 700 horsepower clicking in there, you kind of want to use it sometime, don't you? He's never used it. He just put it in. That's it. He's never beaten the crap out of this car. There's not a bunch of rubber behind it up in the wheel wells. None of it. It's a very, very impressive car. Folks, I'm happy to report all along here, a whole lot of nothing. A whole lot of nothing all the way up the hood. The stripe, the Mach-1 labeling up here, the air vents, the entire hood doesn't have a chip on it, a nick on it, nothing. Here's the next thing I want to point out. Look at this windshield. Now, you know darn well, if this car was hauling ass down the highway or anywhere around the Las Vegas Valley here, you'd see remnants of little itty bitty marks in this windshield from going a gajillion miles an hour. There's not one. This car has been very, very babied and well taken care of. The entire roof is in perfect shape. The rear glass, perfect, beautiful tint, nice and clean, no blemishes. The rear trunk, all of this back here is absolutely beautiful. This spoiler back here is absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to get to this back bumper, this whole back area, once I spin it around here in just a minute. Let's work our way back up the side here, Quincy. This is the kind of detailed stuff we get in here at Celebrity Cars. Every single car in the showroom, if you don't like this one, you move on to another one. The coverage is exactly the same in each one of these automobiles. We like to get down, make sure there's no curb rash, make sure there's not any gunk right on there, whatever. That's what we do this for. So you probably won't find this anywhere else on the internet. They just kind of spin the car around. 2 minutes later, you go, hey, you want to buy it? No. There might be factors here that you might not want to. Folks, these wheels, oh my Lord. I don't know. Holy crap. They're absolutely beautiful. Aftermarket HREs, all of this, once again, done by Shelby. The brakes, just unreal, huh? Look in the barrels there. See in the barrels? They look dirty, and it's not. It's just a very, 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 very cool, look at that, nothing. Very cool barrel to the wheel. It's super nice and clean in there. It just looks dirty, doesn't it? But it's not. It's completely clean all the way through. Working my way all the way up, this is a perfect place where you'd find marks getting in and out of the car. On these lower valances here when they stick out, your shoes hit them and all that stuff, nothing. Look at that. Smooth as silk all the way up. No dings, no nothing. Now, I am going to point this out. See that? Right next to the door handle. Now, little inside scoop. The touch-up paint is on its way. Folks, these things happen, So the actual paint is on its way, and we're going to make that look better. And, it is what it is. Sometimes these things happen. It's just so minor in touch-up paint, you're never, ever going to notice it. Just letting you know that it's there, and we're going to fix it. All the way down the side, this is all beautiful. And once again, we'll wrap up with the driver's side wheel and tire. On the driver's side here, zero zilch curb rash. Absolutely beautiful, everything. Inside the wheel wells, incredible. Fender, all that stuff is great. We've already gone over the front end. We're going to come back over here onto the passenger side. Once again, zero curb rash, beautiful HRE wheels. All the way down the side, absolutely beautiful. We do have one more little mark right there. just road wear, folks. And that's where we're going to have fun with a little touch-up paint as well. Okay, continue down. I think they're the only two things here. Oh, yeah, there might be one more on the back bumper we'll talk about. Notice nobody's kicked this side spoiler on down here in the bottom. And all the way up through this just look at this. I could sit here and look at this angle all day. Come on, Ford Mustang guys, look at that. That's awesome. This is an incredible automobile. Okay, I'm gonna hit this really cool button in my pocket and make this car spin. And we'll get the back end around and we'll take a look at the trunk and the rear bumper and the diffuser and all that cool stuff. But I love just standing here staring and looking at it. Once we're finished filming it today and we get it down off the carousel, I'm gonna put it back up here and hit this button and grab a chair and sit and look at it. It's just incredible. I didn't notice the cream in the stripe until, we climbed inside, and just, wow, unbelievably color coordinated. Okay, look at this butt end, I'll call it, to be nice in case the kids are watching. Now back here in this black pad, this black area back here, this is notorious for, opening the trunk, grabbing a hold of it with your hands and closing it. Unfortunately, this has had a couple hands on it. It's so minor. And I'm pretty sure a nice polish will probably get out a couple of these little itty bitty marks that lay back here in this black section. But other than that, it's absolutely beautiful. Also notice, since we're in the middle of filming here, and just in case any of you gurus are back here, a slight adjustment needs to be done with this trunk to line this up. We've already talked about it, and we're going to get that rectified as well. So it's just a small adjustment, folks, and nobody needs to get excited. No, this car was certainly never a hit or anything like that. Back here, it's just gorgeous. The rear diffuser, the exhaust tips. This is a Borla exhaust, I think. Upgraded exhaust system. You should hear this sucker. Unfortunately, I just started it not that long ago, so it won't be a cold start rah like it was earlier, but it certainly is impressive. And you know what what I really like about this the most is you know what? I just noticed this. I don't know what's going on there. Little something right there. Kind of, to me, looks factory, but I don't know. I'm just pointing it out. I don't know how anything would have happened to that. I'm going to call that factory something. You don't notice it until you're down here on your hands and knees and staring at this sucker. Okay, what was I talking about? Exhaust. What's that? Your favorite part. My favorite part? Okay, I don't remember what I was talking about. Anyway, this exhaust system is absolutely incredible. Oh, yeah, favorite part is that it's not, when you start at a cold start, it's really, but then you're driving her, it's really quiet. Like if you're just at idle, it's really quiet. It's awesome. You're not going to piss off every neighbor. Anyway, okay, so let's look inside the trunk here real quick because we're here. Not a whole lot to share, folks. Just a clean, super clean trunk that never ever looks like it's been used. So we're in good shape. Now look what I'm doing here. I'm grabbing a hold of these sides here. I don't want to touch any of that black. I'd rather touch the yellow before I touch that black. Okay. Here we go, folks. Look at this. Mach-1 on the door sill. Folks, I don't need to talk about the condition of these seats. I mean, come on. These seats are perfect. The interior is perfect. The odometer shows 1,423 miles on it. And the seats are so upgraded, so not normal in a Mustang. So lucky you, because this is just amazing. The cup holders are illuminated. There's fancy buttons in here to do all the things that you need to do. These gauges all light up here. When we here, you know what? Screw it. Okay, I lied. It's loud. It's loud to start still. I got lucky there. I should have yelled fire in the hole because I probably just scared the crap out of a couple people in the showroom. Look at this sucker. It's incredible. All right. So here it kind of quiets down. RPM drops down to about 1200 RPM. It's now currently breathing. It's really awesome. All right. Let's shut it down. Let's look at this engine compartment, shall we? All right, we're gonna do the spin game one more time so we can get some good light in here as I open this. Well, look what Shelby did, folks. There's your Whipple supercharger, and obviously, hopefully you are agreeing with me, and the current condition of this vehicle is pretty darn close to new. Look at this engine compartment. Look what all they did. Absolutely fabulous. Now, once again, you're going to go to celebritycars.com. You're going to find out stages and all the things that they have going on here and all the particulars. You can read all about it at celebritycars.com. Certainly is a treat. Shelby's upgraded quite a few things in this automobile. Okay, that's enough of that. Well, folks, we've seen inside. We're going to look inside a little bit better once we get it outside, when we go for a cruise around the block. And at the same time, there's Daniel. He's about to take about 80 photographs of this vehicle, all the buttons, all the things, all the stuff inside, the wheels, the brakes, and all that stuff, so you can also look a little closer if you didn't see what you wanted to see in this video. But we're going to pause for a minute, and we're going to go take it for a ride. We'll be right back. Hi, folks. We're back. 2021 Mach-1. The odometer shows 1,423.5 miles on it. It's so awesome in here, I can't even handle it. These seats that I'm sitting on are so comfortable. What an awesome upgrade. I have gauge after gauge after gauge, oil pressures, boost, RPMs, you name it, it's got everything very clear for you to read. Looks like the air conditioner is on. Now it is off. Okay. Now look, we're going to go really fast. No. I would never do that. I would like to, but we're not going to do those things. It's not my car. I'm going to follow suit to the guy who owned this car before, and not going over 5,000 RPM. And yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that. You want to come buy it, and then you can do whatever you want with this. Anyway, somebody's driving alongside of me. I'm getting ready to off I go. And we're just going to get through the gears, get up to about 40 miles an hour, hit the brakes pretty hard, make sure that I don't feel any wobbliness or any of that stuff going on. I am going to do a U-turn up at the top and come right back down the same road. We've got a lot of road construction going on, and this is the only clean piece of safe road that we can drive on right now, so that'll do the trick. You can see it, you can hear it, and I'm looking at a car in front of me right now. I want to wait until that goes by. Clutch is in. First gear, off we go. $53 miles an hour, the brakes, 3, 2, and 1. I can hear traction control grab a hold of the brakes and the tires. Wow, this is did you hear that? Folks, I went to 4,000 RPM each time. That's it. Can you imagine going higher? You're going to have to buy it to find out. Okay, really cool little U-turn here. This is awesome. Okay, back up to 4,000 RPM just because. First gear. Awesome, awesome ride. Down in the second. Yeah, folks, I don't need to drive this car very far to find out whether it's completely lovely or not, and it is all of the above, and one of the nicest cars I've driven in quite a while. I did not hear that supercharger. We did not wake that up at all, but I can tell that this car has so much horsepower. It's crazy. So, folks, you're next. You're next to drive it. Give us a call, 702-818-1031. Come check out this incredible Mach-1. Fully upgraded. Go to celebritycars.com to read all about it. We'll see you next time.